When I went to YVC, I was there with a hope of, with the idea of getting educated and getting out, right? And becoming assimilated. And then as a result of the farm worker movement, our exposure to that, and as a result of coming up here and seeing what the black students were doing and their kind of consciousness raising and there's a lot of different factors, a result of the war in Vietnam, and then we also started getting professors, and at the meeting started talking about getting exposed to writings about Latino liberation movements, and so it actually started happening even before the when I was here like a year, like 2 quarters before the first wave of Latinos came in, and I remember just feeling really angry, kind of as you became aware of what had gone on, and how your whole community had been oppressed. For a while I was just really angry at white people, and I think that's kind of like something that people kind of go through, where you just say, well, the growers are white and they exploited us, and the cops are white and teachers are white, so everybody's white, every white person is bad. And so it's so some people really go into that in a real deep way and get stuck there. And I think what happened to me is that when I became more involved in what was going on, and when especially when I worked with the farm workers movement, and I saw that a lot of the people involved in the movement were white and black and different kinds of races, and when we went out to the cities and got a lot of support, from the white community, the majority community, you pretty much got over that and began to see that it wasn't really the color of a person's skin, it was just the way that the society had been structured. So there was a lot of, there was pretty intense period of, questioning and consciousness raising, and there's a lot of stuff going on. The Black Panthers have been formed, the Brown Berets have been formed. A lot of stuff was going on in California, especially student walkouts, and a lot of period of kind of consciousness raising, and people forming their identity as kind of separate individuals with separate culture and separate identities, and kind of resisting this myth, that you could become homogenized and everything would be perfect, and more kind of like an awareness that you really couldn't escape and gain your own freedom unless you got everybody else, unless you fought for the rights of the community, because you're still going to be seen as a Mexican.